It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
And he's got some space here. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there out of the running game.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
A big play that time on the catch and run.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. On the run, it's Robinson. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. There's Goff. That's caught left side by the tight end Boyle. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A gain of 2, just like we saw on first and second down as well. Deuce is wild. So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. A first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from down in Arizona. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Check, 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 check. Motion, motion. Right here. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Let's go, hey. Well, Mike 34.
Back to throw here. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On first down, gone. A swing pass here to Edwards. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
First down, Ravens.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, They went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. They'll set up to throw. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They're going to look to throw. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's got room. And all the way down to the 27. A big play there on the catch and run.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Calais Campbell in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
After the interception, here's Goff. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Koo now for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Goff. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, Goff. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And got his man complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. When you think of guys that are built to be big-arm quarterbacks, Jared Goff, he fits that mold, and he showed it off right there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears weren't realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This is caught by Robinson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Shift. Hatch it. Slam. Check.
He'll look to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's sharp. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This one from 48 yards away. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half? Dobbins hit, and he fumbles. And the Falcons grab it. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TV. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Following the fumble recovery, Goff. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it third down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 55 rushing yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Meanwhile, Goff's throw into the hands of Andrews. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 41, Goff. This will be caught by Brown. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now, there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Goff. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield and give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Flush to, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Foyesade Oluokun in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
He's coming. Check him. Strip the ball. 18, right here. 34's the mic. 34's the mic. Watch the run. Let's go, hey. Go, Mike 34. Mike 34. Yeah.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. They run. Robinson. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
You got time right there. Switch. Watch the screen.
Again, it's Robinson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 54 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. Keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Falcons have broken our tie. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They'll run. It's Dobbins. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Here's Goff. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now it's gone. Flushed out right. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Goff. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Dobbins. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Goff now to throw. Buying time to his left. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something. Forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. They're going to try and run for it. And they do not get it. It's incomplete. They went for the win, and the big gamble does not pay off. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really.